Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we are playing Blue-White Familiars plus High Tide. I think that this is probably my favorite version of this High Tide / Familiars deck so far. What are the reasons? Well, we have the 4 High Tides in the deck. I'm also playing 4 Ponder and 4 Preordain, which helps to find them very quickly, as well as help find our Familiars and our Arcanemancers to win the game. We have Godfarrow's Faithful as a 3 of with a single extra in the sideboard in case we run into too much burn, but we're still playing the Modern Age plus Deep Analysis. And I think that 18 lands, 8 cantrips, and 2 Lorien revealed has been enough to actually win and get enough lands to continue to play. The counterspells in the main deck are a single counterspell to lock you out, plus lose focus, which is okay versus a lot of different things. Then we have Snap. Like, lose focus can counterspell a terror, but it can also counterspell a Spellstutter Sprite. That's what I'm talking about. We also have Dust to Dust and Revoke Resistance for Affinity. A Singleton Last Breath for like walls and elves. Negates as our like catch-all sideboard counterspell. And then 4 Hydroblast for the red decks. If you want a sideboard guide for this specific list, that will be out on Patreon when this goes live. So hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you in the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Round 1 on the draw versus Edgo. We'll keep it. We play a Forest and a Sprawl on green. So it could be Bogles, it could be Land Destruction. We're going to play our Landscape. Either way, the plan is to play a turn 2 Familiar. A Malevolent Rumble. So they're revealing some Bogle cards. Cartouche of Solidarity, Glade Cover, Rancor, and Glade Cover. And they choose Rancor, so they must have a creature already. Ledgewalker. So this is a race matchup where High Tide is quite good. If we can actually race them, we find a High Tide. So Familiar. We need, with 1 Familiar in play, 3, 4, we need 2 active High Tides. And Snap to go infinite. They play another Rumble. They're floating a green. Looks, they'll probably take the Ancestral Mask here. They chose the Mask. So now this is a 3/3. Next turn it will be 4, 5, 6, 7 damage coming in. I will Ponder. Snap is good. So Floodplain, Faithful, Snap. So no shuffle. Play land. Play the Faithful. Play Ponder. And then we take the Snap. Put these on the top. No. I think this is actually infinite. So on our turn 4, we go High Tide, 3 mana, 2 mana left over. We go Mancer for High Tide. Do they have lethal? Oh my god! How you'd only give me 3 turns? I had to turn 4 kill. Uncool. Man, I was so excited. And I even gained a life too. So we're bringing in the Revokes. And then Negates. Counterspell can go away, probably. Maybe we gotta get rid of, like, 1 Faithful. We're just trying to race them. Maybe, like, I don't need the Modern Age. That might be the play. We're just gonna try to cantrip into the combo. Okay. We are on the play. Oh, alright, I have the High Tide. I have a Lose Focus and a Revoke and a Negate. We're going to start with the tap land. The issue with the hand right now is that I don't have a way to get to a 3rd mana and continue drawing cards. But hopefully with all of the cantrips in the deck, we will find a cantrip and continue moving. They mulligan to 5. And concede. Awesome. Okay, so didn't matter what I kept, they lost. They quit. We will keep this hand. We start with the Utopia Sprawl. We have double High Tide and a Revoke. So let's play the Landscape. Pass the turn. This is on white, I think. We play a Bogle. Ethereal Armor. My plan is to revoke existence of the Ethereal Armor this turn. Untap. And we will get rid of that. They Rumble. Finding a Dispel, Ash Barrens, Rumble, and a Forest. I choose Ash Barrens. They have 3 mana for an Armadillo Cloak. Now, I'm in a bad way right now. Let's Ponder. High Tide, Preordain. I feel like that extra High Tide is not that good here. Put it on the bottom. Take the preordain. I guess maybe I top the land. No shuffle, and then I can leave up the loose focus. They cycle the Ash Barrens on their upkeep. Finding a plains. Plays the plains. An abundant growth. So best case scenario is right now they play a mask and a counter, but they did not. They get in for 3. They got a 26. They cast a Ledgewalker. I'll counter. Maybe they had the Dispel. They paused for a second there. Play a Glade Cover Scout. That's 4 damage. Can't really do very much here. Preordain. You have High Tide Snap. And I have to bottom. The Snap is my combo piece. I will top. Play the Chancery. Pick up the Plains. If I find Archaeomancer off the top, I can win. They get in for 4. And they go back to 29. Or up to 29. I'll deep analysis myself. Nothing. Pretty bad. Pass. They get in for 4. Do they have a follow-up? We're at 6. We can't flashback the deep analysis unless we go for it this turn. We have a revoke existence. So I can revoke this and play this land. And then I'll go to 4 and then 1. Okay, get rid of this. Play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent's attacking for 2. We'll go to 4 life. We play a forest. Come on, some spell that draws cards. Find a flicker. So I either go to 1 and try to win now. 1, 2. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can counter by 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go High Tide, High Tide. High Tide, 2 mana. This 6, 7 mana. Then High Tide again. I'll have 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. Then I'll have 6 mana, which is enough. Alright, I have to try it. High Tide. Maybe they just have a counter spell. High Tide. Draw 2 cards. Cast a Ponder. Found the Archaeomancer. Holy moly. So no shuffle. 5, 6 mana. Archaeomancer. Get the High Tide. Snap the Archaeomancer. Untap. High Tide. I have 6 mana. Archaeomancer. This is crazy. Hit snap. Snap the Mancer. Untap. So now I'm going to untap all my lands. Snap this. Okay. Jeez. Combo time. Whee! Alright, my lands are untapped. I've been some additional mana on the way. I'll draw 2 with the deep analysis. We can Mortuary Mire, but I don't have anything to bring back. So we'll cast the Lorien Revealed. Finding a landscape. I suppose if I play the Mortuary Mire, then I can cycle the landscape. Okay. Mortuary Mire. Mancer. Get back the snap. I also have a second snap, so I can get back the Lorien Revealed. Snap here. We'll, oops, cycle this landscape. Okay, Mole Drifter. So now I just have to make infinite mana and draw my deck, and then get my things online. So it should be all right from here. Maybe I should actually get another High Tide then, since I have the deterministic. Cast the High Tide, and then snap the Mancer for some additional mana. Make it go a little bit faster. Cycling the landscape was kind of crutch there. Clutch? Clutch? Crutch? Clutch. Okay. Now I can invoke the Drifter. Looking for a familiar. Found it. Flicker the Drifter. Draw some cards. Okay. Familiar. They scoop. Nice. Got game 1, or match 1. We'll see you in round 2. Round 2 versus Hard Worlder. Probably fine. So we have a turn 1, do a thing with the Ponder. Turn 2, Modern Age, discard Deep Analysis. Opponent says good luck, have fun. Hopefully they are meaning that. I don't think I want these. They're great cards, but they don't do what we need right now. Island. Alright, we will Modern Age. We have a Spell Pierce. If that's the case, they're not on High Tide. We cycle a Lorien Revealed. They could be High Tiding. They find a Contaminated Aquifer. Let's discard the Ponder, and then next turn we'll draw and discard the Deep Analysis. Contaminated Aquifer means they're on Terror or the blue-black Fairies control deck. We find a Snap, we draw, discarding the Deep Analysis. Guess I just play the Chancery, pick up the island, and then I'll pass. With this High Tide, I could go off and do some crazy stuff right now, but let's see what we do. They're giving us the turn back. I find a familiar. So I'll go land, play the familiar. They might have a counterspell. They counterspell, okay. So I'm going to deep analysis. Go to 17 life, but we'll draw some more cards. We have to be really worried about snuff outs. They use a snuff out on my creature. Wow, I feel like that was aggressive. So we have 4 mana right now. If I High Tide, then I'll have 5 mana. It looks to be the Dimir control deck. They brainstorm bringing back the Snacker. I think I want to do a value turn. Yeah. They probably don't have another snuff out right now. Let's High Tide. Preordain. I think I'm bottoming both. I'd like an untapped land. Preordain again. I guess Faithful is okay. Bottom. Top the Faithful. Snap your Snacker. And then I'll evoke a Drifter. Let's see if you have another snuff out. Snap the Drifter. They did not have another snuff out. So I have 4 mana. They said my list is slapping. So I want to High Tide, then Flicker, then Drifter, Snap, Drifter. Because this would be 4 mana still. So let's High Tide again. Flicker here. Now I have 7 mana. Let's evoke a Drifter. This is mana positive. We're drawing cards. Snapping the Drifter. Untapping. Cast a Mole Drifter. Another High Tide. I'll just cast another Mole Drifter. Slam a Drifter. And Ponder. Okay, that's great. I'll take all these. They're gonna loot. We had a big turn. They discard the Snacker. And they can play another Modern Age. They're going to get rid of my Mole Drifter with a Extract a Confession. Okay. Kill my Mole Drifter. Fine. Can I win this turn? I have a second Mancer. This is mana neutral. Let's see. Mancer is on top. High Tide. I have 8, 9 mana. Mana neutral. Evoke the Mole Drifter. Mancer, snap. I'm gonna try it. High Tide. Familiar. If I Mancer for High Tide. Maybe this didn't do it. Arcane Mancer. Get back. Snap. Snap this thing. Maybe I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm not doing this correctly. Play Faithful. Play a Mole Drifter. Or I could just evoke the Mole Drifter. Let's see what we draw into. Faithful Mancer. Play the Mancer. We will get back to Flicker. Now we can rebuild from there. Pass. They have 4 cards in hand. Now 3. They deep analysis themselves. 4 cards in hand still. I think I just want to Drifter, Flicker, Drifter for value. They preordain. We have a Chancery. So I could Flicker here to get Snap, and then Drifter, Snap, Drifter. Really do that much. I'll evoke the Mole Drifter. We draw 2 cards, and let's draw some more cards. Flickering the Mole Drifter. They have a snuff out. Just lose focus. So that's one of the benefits of having lose focus in the main deck. But if they have a Spell Pierce, they get me. They did not have a Spell Pierce, it looks like. That is huge. Get back to Flicker. We find a counterspell. So now I want to go land, Flicker these 2, and get back, Ghostly Flicker, and Snap, and pass the turn. Really, I can't afford to High Tide until they're out of interaction. They Bajuka-Bog me. Fine. We lost a few High Tides and some Drifters. What? How many did we lose? 1, 2, 3. Darn. They draw 2 with the Deep Analysis. Cast a Focus the Mind. They discard a Contaminated Aquifer. I can play Faithful and then snap this. I've got a lot of stuff I can do. And then like Deep Analysis. Faithful. They scooped. Nice. So they're a bit slower. Last Breath is good versus this Fairies deck. I'm assuming it's a Fairies deck. It looks a lot like the Barf list. So we can go down on the High Tides. down on a Faithful, bring in Last Breath and 2 negates, and submit. All right. This hand is totally reasonable. They're leading on Island. They'll probably cycle. I'll just play a Faithful on turn 1, and they grab their Aquifer. I think it's better to just play the Chancery here. Chancery, go ahead. I mean, we could have landscaped, but I don't know. If they tap out, I can play the Container Landscape, sacrifice it, and then preordain. I guess I probably should play the landscape out, because if they go for a Monarch, then I can snap my creature, like sacrifice this for an island, snap my creature, and then cast a counterspell, which would be pretty sneaky. But they might have Snuff Out, which would blow the whole thing out of the water. They're brainstorming. Plays an island. Do you have it? They're not going to go for it. Grab an island. I'll play an island. I guess I'm just going to sit. Really, we're just looking for land drops at this moment anyway. This allows me to have counterspell up. Play a 5th land. Okay. I'll play a plains. I think I'll just jam the familiar. Okay. They decide to let it go. I have no attacks. They're going to kill it. Yep. They go for a deep analysis. Let's try counterspell. Okay, that's it for them. I'll go ponder because I have this contaminated landscape. If they flash in a Spellstutter Sprite, I can Last Breath it. Mulldrifters. Mulldrifters out the wazoo. We'll just take all the Mulldrifters. No shuffle. Play a land. Attempt Mulldrifter number 1. They come in flocks. They've got the counterspell. Okay. Maybe I should have attacked. They deep analysis themselves, going to 17. Play a Nile Spellbomb. I don't remember what the last card was on top. So I'm just going to cast the Mulldrifter. I think it was not a land. That one resolves. It was a Mancer and a Snap. Let's grab an island. And no attacks. We did not find a land that turn though, so we are down a land drop. They have 7 mana in play. Playing a Snacker. Okay. I will attempt to preordain. I have a Ponder and a Snap. Let's top, cast the Ponder, Familiar, and a land. Let's put Snap, Familiar, Land. No shuffle. Play the land. They didn't have a counterspell last time. Let's try Archaeomancer to get back our counterspell. It feels to me like they are sitting on a spell stutter and they're trying to figure out a good moment to use it. So if that's the case, like what I would want to navigate into is a Last Breath that will resolve. I'm going to try to take the counterspell, making them have to use the spell bomb. It's kind of crazy to me that they're playing all these Bojuka Bogs and spell bombs in the deck. Very, very heavily hating. They just drew a bunch of cards. They're going to cast Alluring Revealed now. 4 mana open. They're attacking. That's great. No blocks. Go ahead and keep in me. They did not. I'll play a Familiar. So they go Spellstutter Sprite. I'm going to go ahead and Last Breath your Spellstutter. I have another Spellstutter. Okay. So I can... What are they going to Spellstutter on, though? Let's find out. On the Last Breath. So I can High Tide. Snap this one. Untap. Snap this one. Untap. None of those are going to resolve. Familiar resolves. Cast a Mulldrifter. Draw some cards. Found Archaeomancer. So, does that win? This is infinite life, right? If I snap this, I'll have 6 mana. I just High Tide for snap again. I think I just attack in. I wonder how they feel about infinite life. Snap. Untap. Wait. Okay, this is actually infinite. Archaeomancer. Get High Tide. Cast High Tide. Cast Mancer. So I have the 4 mana exactly to get the snap. Snap this Mancer. I mean, this might not win, but it is infinite, so it's pretty good. Okay, all my lands are now untapped. I'm just going to make some mana. They scooped. Yay. Thank you. That was not deterministic. So maybe they felt like they just couldn't get anywhere. We can't draw any cards. We would have drawn 2 cards off the Mulldrifter after making infinite mana, and we had infinite life. So on paper, that was probably a win. We'll see you in round 3. Round 3. First Trezzerker. This is a pretty good hand. We have a turn 2 Modern Age and then Ponder. Let's keep. We're on the play, so I think we should just try and put the landscape down. Let's go ahead and landscape. Pass the turn. Hoping they're not on Ponza. Okay, they're on Red Blackburn. So actually, turn 2 Modern Age is even better here. You really need that flying blocker. Modern Age, we have lots of extra islands. Pass. Discarding the Deep Analysis is something we could do. I don't know if it's good or not. They play an Epicure. We draw the Chancery. So now I probably just discard the island. Ponder looking for a Faithful. Didn't find one. We have Drifter, Snap, and a Modern Age. I think these are fine. No shuffle. Play the Chancery. Picking up the Plains. Next turn I can preordain into a Modern Age, discarding the Plains, and then from there I'm going to try to look to win on the next turn. They grab the Pride's Kitchen Imp. See, this is definitely the power of the deck when they pay 2 mana or pay 3 mana, get a 2/2 flying haste that shocks you. That's pretty strong. Okay. We're at 13. I'll try preordain. Found the Faithful. So I guess I top and top. Play a land. Modern Age. Which will discard the Plains. And then I play the Faithful. So now I have 2 blockers for their 2 attackers. I might not block with the Faithful though. They grab the prize of Fiery Temper, which means they're probably going to shoot the Vector Glider with it, and I should probably block with the Faithful. Yep, the Vector Glider is dead. Oh man. Okay, I'm blocking. You have a land drop. They have the Bolt. Alright, that's annoying. We'll discard the Landscape. We'll go High Tide. Evoke a Drifter. Draw. Snap the Mole Drifter. Unfortunately, I should have played another land, because now I lost out on a bunch of mana. Untap. Land. High Tide. Evoke a Drifter again. Draw. Another snap. Snap the Drifter. So much fun. Okay. We're doing the thing. Evoke the Drifter. Another snap. Snap the Drifter. I'm drawing so many cards. I'm putting things up. I'm picking them up and putting them down. Evoke a Drifter. We draw Faithful and a Ponder. Snap the Mole Drifter. Untap. That was a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4 snaps. Faithful. Ponder. If we find an Archaeomancer, we have infinite life. There we go. Mancer. No shuffle. Play the Archaeomancer. And then demonstrate the loop. Bonk. I'm going to stop at 50 life. But it's going to take me a while to get there. Alright, they scooped to the infinite life. Sweet. Let's draw some cards. We had the 2 islands on top. Alright. All good. So we're bringing in the Faithfuls. Last breath for their flyers. Going to get rid of the High Tides, I think. Counterspell's not very good. I think I want the Hydroblast. We're at 60 cards now. And a negate. Then just trim 1 Archaeomancer. We could also trim a Snap. So the idea is with this configuration, we're just trying to like cantrip and not die, and then eventually be so not dead that we win. Okay, that seems fine. Let's keep Island and Ponder. Okay. We'll top these. We're drawing the Modern Age. We're gonna play Modern Age on turn 2. They're gonna loot. They're going aggressively into the Sneaky Snacker and the Kitchen Imp on turn 2. So they play the Kitchen Imp. Land. Play the Modern Age. I'm going to discard the Lorien. I'm far from being able to use it, I think. Maybe I should have discarded the Drifter. I don't know. They have a Duress for my preordain. Bummer. Gets in for 2. Find a Snap. Okay. I'm going to discard the Plains. Chancery. Pick up the Island. Snap this. Untap. Then I'm going to evoke the Drifter. I could have just played the Faithful, but I want to just use as much mana as possible. Double Faithful and a Hydroblast. That's good. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded the land. Our opponent was kind of missing lands. Man, they contaminated ground my land. I gotta do that. So mean. Okay, I will pass. Just basically because I assume that they're going to use the looting. This is annoying. Not working out for us. They have duressed away my Hydroblast. I guess if I can find another Chancery, I can pick up this Chancery. Pretty disappointed that I didn't just slam the Faithful there then. Opponent highway robberies. So they're going to discard the Kitchen Imp. They might instead discard a removal spell for the Vector Glider. Alms of the Vein. Sure. They're moving pretty slowly. I'm just going to pass because I drew the Hydroblast. No attacks. This is where having a contaminated landscape instead of a Ash Barrens is a problem. A Vampire's Kiss. Go to 9. I think I'm just going to die. Okay, we go to 7. I'm going to flicker my land. Pick up this land. Play it. Pass the turn. I'm at 5. If you have another contaminated ground, I'm going to get really annoyed. I'm going to counterspell your flush out. Okay, I'm gonna scoop now. It's good enough. What do I want to do? I think it was fine. Just need to manage my lands a little bit better, maybe. Try to find the Faithfuls in play earlier. I'm keeping. I'll play the Floodplain and pass the turn. Then I'm gonna try to look for lands. We'll start with Ponder. It does the best job of digging deep. Chancery Snap. Alright, I guess I take Chancery and hope that they don't have a land destruction spell again. Pick this up. They highway robbery. Well, they discard a Sneaky Snacker. They discard a Duress. I'll play a land and I think it makes sense to pass. So I can hold up the negate. They have a Voldaren Epicure. And then they pick up their land. Let's start on Preordain. Preordain and a Familiar. So bottom and top, play the land, pass the turn. Now I can go Familiar, Snap, Drifter, Flicker, Drifter. Depends on if they have the negates. I mean, Pyroblast. Kitchen Imp comes into play. Classic. They get in. We go to 16. Land off the top would be good. And they use a flush out. I'm going to negate. We can play the Familiar, play the Landscape, sacrifice it for an island, make blue, snap this thing, untap these two, evoke a Drifter, we'll draw 2, and then flicker Drifter Island, which untaps the island. Okay, that's way better now. I'm in a good spot. They have 4 mana. Lose Focus can only do 2. They Bajuka away my Ghosty Flicker. Okay. Plays an Epicure. So now hopefully they discard and try to use the Kitchen Imp and have a counterspell. Fiery Temper. Targeting maybe my Familiar? Yeah. We'll try to counter. That worked. Okay. So this next turn I can go Faithful plus Mancer, pick up the Loose Focus and hold it open for 2. Land, play Faithful, play Archaeomancer for the Loose Focus. Alright. I'm just holding back on defense. Let's go defense. Opponent has 6 mana. Faithless Looting. So they have Alms of the Vein that they're going to cast first, which I'm not going to try to counter. But I will try to counter the Kitchen Imp because it's annoying. We'll replicate 1 time, make blue. Go back to 14 life and choose same targets. Okay, they've got something post-combat or after casting all that. They're just hard casting a Faithless Looting to filter their hand. Not really a sign of strength, so I'm happy about that. Okay, we can draw 3 cards or cast Mole Drifter. I think we should draw 3 cards. More cards, more better. Okay, we have Faithful, and then go into Chancery. Pick up the Mortuary Mire and cast a Modern Age, discarding an extra Chancery. So now it's starting to swing in our favor. We've just been hanging out, waiting around. They have a Duress for my Modern Age. It happens. They cast a... You missed it, but they had cast a Vampire's Kiss, so they have a bunch of bloods now. You have a Contaminated Ground. You can just discard that to the loot. I mean, how many Familiars do I need, though? Probably not that many. Discard a Familiar. We'll go Familiar. Cast a Muldrifter. Holding the Mortuary Mire in hand in case they have a Pyroblast, and then I can Mortuary Mire back the Muldrifter. Looks like it's going to resolve. We have Snap, Deep Analysis. Just... I guess I can play the Contaminated Landscape. Deep Analysis myself. Go to 19 life. Then do it again. But back to 18 life. Now I'll attack you. Bonk. So they're going to go to 23, and we start the slow process of trying to actually win. They discard the Contaminated Ground. Wasn't quite as good this time. They're discarding a Kitchen Imp? What is going on? I guess they just don't think it's worth it? How are they going to win? I don't understand. Duress. Yep. Probably take the Last Breath, I guess, or the Snap. Ponder, not very good. Although we have Ponder plus Shuffle. We discard the Snap. I mean, they might be just trying to respect the High Tide combo, but we've completely sided it out. The Alms of the Vein, we go to 15. I don't really care about their burn spells anymore, which is nice. Okay. Modern Age comes back. Let's Ponder. Take the other Modern Age. And then Shuffle. Grabbing an island. Start by attacking. Boom, boom, boom. If they double block, I'll kill the Epicure, and then the other Epicure will be off the table. They don't double block. They saw it coming. I'll play Modern Age. Discard an excess land. Chancery back another land. And pass. Highway Robbery, okay. Will they sacrifice a land? They choose discard. Discarding an Alms of the Vein. Okay, they hit me with the Alms of the Vein. What else is going to happen? Playing something here. I'm yielding until the attack phase. Grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper. So what are you going to go after? Face? They're going face. Face is the place. They've got more and more cards in hand. They play a Jagged Barrens, we go to 10. We could always Last Breath one of our creatures. Now they're casting a Faithless Looting. They discard Double Snacker. Pretty good. My turn. We rummage, or we loot, discarding Island. So I just play another Island. Plug it in. Boom, boom, boom. Now I have the Hydro Blast to take out the Epicure. If they flashback Faithless Looting, I have Hydro Blast as well. Okay. So they did, and I'll counter it. Going to 12. Our opponent's passing the turn. No attacks. Find a loose focus. Play Island. Let's get in. Coming in hot. 7 damage. Okay. They're at 10. Next turn we have 8 in the air. Alright, we win the game. 3-0 on to round 4. Alright, round 4. Our opponent said that they're 4-0. We're on the play. I'll keep. I think I'm leading on the floodplain. Let's see what our opponent's going to do. Mountain. Epicure. We need to ponder and find something that's not lands. We have Preordained Muldrifter. I mean, all these are good. But what do I do here? I feel like I want to develop the Chancery, unfortunately. We'll pick up the floodplain. Let's see what kind of red they are. Red-black. Plotting a Highway Robbery. Okay. We'll go land. What's the odds that they can kill my creature? Probably pretty good. There's a Muldrifter on top of my deck. I'm going to just put the Familiar in play. The Highway Robbery. So what will they discard? Jagged Barrens. Double Mountain right now. They have a Lightning Bolt. I'll try to snap it. Maybe that will make them use a second bolt. They did. Okay. So we're going to draw the Muldrifter and then preordain. 2 mana will be left over. Maybe 3 if we want. I'll just preordain. Holding the High Tide in hand. We have Mancer lose focus. So top, play the floodplain. Pass. We can lose focus, something that gets discarded for value this turn. I don't have enough to go infinite right now. So I think I just counterspell this, grab the prize, eats a lose focus, and then we'll untap, cast Muldrifter, and see if we can go infinite on the next turn. Darn. Jukabog. Okay. Gets in for 1, we go to 16. I mean, I could flicker. I could go... I have land. High Tide. Then I have 6, 7 mana. That's not worth it. Just cast a Muldrifter. We found 2 lands. Not good. They play a mountain. They have 2 cards in hand. Oh man, they cast a dragon. That's scary. So, let's play Chancery. Pick up the island. Cast the Modern Age. Discard a land. They discard a Kitchen Imp, so I can counterspell this. Or make them pay 4. They decline. They only had 3 mana available. They kill my creature. Dang. Gets in for 4, maybe 5. Flush out's good here. We draw. Discard the landscape. I have to Mancer, grabbing the loose focus. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. We're getting in for 3. Okay. 2 cards in hand. They pass. Find a snap. I guess I can snap the dragon. Make them recast it. They cast Alms of the Vein. I will counterspell it with the loose focus. They're getting in. We'll snap the dragon. Untap. They cast Flush Out. So they're just rummaging, fixing their hand up. Let's counterspell. Let's flicker here. And that get back flicker. Discard this. See what happens. I need 2 High Tides to go infinite. Or 3 total High Tides with just Archaeomancer in play. They cast a Kitchen Imp. Okay. I'll allow it. We go to 4. This is pretty tense. We're going to draw and discard. Discard the island. Let's cast a High Tide. Cast Ponder. Find Snap. Okay. So no shuffle. We snap the Kitchen Imp. Untap. Draw 2. Play the Modern Age. Discard Landscape. Cast Ponder. We have a Faithful. So, top, top, top. No. I think I just die if they hardcast a dragon, but whatever. I'll play the Faithful. Pass the turn. They recast the Kitchen Imp. Alright. I'll go to 2. Then we draw the Faithful. We rummage and discard the Chancery, or we loot and discard the Chancery. Go Faithful. Flicker here. I think this is maybe enough to stay alive. So I can get the snap now. And then snap my Archaeomancer. Untap. Play the Archaeomancer again. Get the snap again. Snap the Archaeomancer again. Untap. Play the Archaeomancer again for snap. And that's a roundabout way of gaining a few life. They use Grab the Prize to get back Sneaky Snacker. I have a blocker for the Kitchen Imp. And now we're at the point where they could kill the Archaeomancer. They put me to 8. We can gain some more life with the snaps. Mountain in play. So snap may be kind of sketchy. They pass. Instead of doing anything, let's start by drawing some cards. We go to 7 life. Finding a Muldrifter. I will attempt to snap the Archaeomancer. Resolves. Okay, sweet. Hardcast a Muldrifter. Go to 11. We have a Faithful. Okay, so that's our 3rd Faithful. Getting a little lucky, but it is turn 12. Play the Modern Age. We get to discard the Plains. And yeah, pass. Turbo Dirtle. Opponent's turn. They can't do anything. Wow. All right, we can now discard an island. Try a Ponder. Finding another Flicker. Let's just take these cards as is. No shuffle. Play the Chancery. Pick up this. Draw 2. Oh no, my bad. So we will Archaeomancer and grab the Flicker. They're going to bolt the Archaeomancer. Sure. I pass the turn. Your turn. We have set up quite the defense over here. Discarding with the blood token. They discarded a Sneaky Snacker, so they can do another discard to get the Snacker back now. Discards an Alms of the Vein, which they'll cast. Then they get back the Snacker. They could still Lightning Bolt at this point. They have 2 mountains open. Okay, Modern Age flips. We'll deep analysis. Go to 18 life. Deep analysis again. Go back to 18 life. Find a Mulldrifter. I'll play Archaeomancer. And I think I'm going to grab the counterspell this time. They're going to kill my Archaeomancer. That's fine. I mean, we have 1 left in the deck. So we're not dead. Uh-oh, they picked up the Bojuka Bog. We could be dead. Darn. Maybe they'll discard it. We have double flicker. Okay, so now I have to find Familiar, my other Archaeomancer, and go infinite. They discard Epicure. Alright, let's see what we can do. Any FAMS? Any Archaeomancers? Another High Tide. Alright. High Tide. Tide is high. Tide is rising. High Tide again. I'll evoke a Drifter. Did I play a land? I did. So I have no way to recur the Archaeomancers this turn. That was maybe dumb. That was really dumb. Then I played the land. Okay, fair enough. Flicker here. Yep, we'll play Familiar. Archaeomancer. Get back the Snap. Pretty bad. Snap the Mancer. Now I'm just going to make infinite life. And untap all my lands. We'll get back the Ghostly Flicker. Flicker here. Pass the turn. Getting back the Flicker. Unfortunate. If I had not played the Mortuary Mire, I could have drawn my deck, drawing into it, getting back my Archaeomancers, and then counterspell lock them. As it is, I have to do like the slow way of winning, where I'm going to attack with my creatures, they'll die, and then I have to keep getting them back. Okay, Fiery Temper, sure. Pointing at something. Flicker. So Fiery Temper fizzles. They have a Faithless Looting, that's fine. They discard Grab the Prize and Faithless Looting. So I guess I'm going to attack with just my Vector Gliders first. There's another Familiar, that's decent. Or whatever, attack, attack. Send in the team. Okay, they make some blocks. This is a fair trade, I'll take it. Cast my Lorien. Looking for my... Alright, Preordains are good. Try to find the Mortuary Mire. Bottom, bottom. Preordain again. There we go. Top, top. Cast the Mulldrifter. Play the Mortuary Mire to get back the Mulldrifter. Pass. Are they going to use the... Okay, Highway Robbery. Ugh. They're going to get back their Sneaky Snackers. Okay. I can't believe I made that mistake. That's pretty frustrating. It's going to take me a long time to win this game. I got places to be. They pick up the Bojuka Bog. Fine. I guess I'm just going to attack with my Flyers. And then discard my Mulldrifter. And then flicker back the Mulldrifter. We draw the Mulldrifter. We're getting in again. They're going to take out a Modern Age. Or a Vector Glider. Okay. So I could play the Preordain into a Snap. I think I'm just going to discard the Mulldrifter here. They discard another Sneaky Snacker. Snackers all over the place. Yep. Another Epicure. End step Flicker. I'll attack for 6. Maybe I should try to find that Snap. Ugh. Use a Lightning Bolt. I'll try Counterspell. Interesting. Now I can't discard the hand size. Sketchy. I guess I could have evoked the Mulldrifter. They discard another Snacker. I have a Familiar I can discard the hand size. We're getting in. Okay. So they blocked all my Mulldrifters. Now I can go tap, Flicker, get back Flicker, and Mulldrifter. Do it again. And then play a Mulldrifter. And then we will discard Familiar, Mulldrifter. They have a Vampire's Kiss. I think I'm going to just counterspell it. Messed up. I meant to target my Mortuary Mire there. Flicker. I can't really afford the time for them to be continuing to do this. So I'll get back Counterspell. Get back Familiar. Counterspell. They have another Looting. Sucks. Fine. well, what'll that do? I guess I have to let that go. They're gonna get 4 snackers back. And then they chain lightning. I'll try to counterspell. Hopefully they just have nothing left. Okay, it's up to you. If they have interaction, I think I lose. God, they found a faithless looting. Okay, that was completely throwing the game. Now I have to restart my application and play 2. Ugh. Okay, we have to go fast. Negate, faithful, take out the high tides, and bring in Hydroblast. Cut 1 snap, cut 1 counterspell, 1 Mancer. I'm on the play. Mulligan. Keep. Put back the flicker. Go island, pass. They're not playing anything. We're gonna cycle, grab the dual land, play it, pass the turn. They're passing, okay. Works for me, I guess. This card's a snacker. I'll play Chancery, picking up the duel. Go Preordain. Just top both. Pass. I have a Hydroblast for your for your looting or whatever. They've got nothing. Weird. Discarding a Fiery Temper, I don't care. We'll go Faithful and cast the Modern Age. Discarding the Deep Analysis. They were just waiting for the right time to Bajuka Bog me, apparently. Whatever. I think I discard a Snap. We'll Preordain. Autumn. Off the Faithful. Play the Faithful. Pick up my land. And I'm going to attack. You want to play the timeout game? We can play that. They have 3 mana. Okay, fine. Duress. They ended up taking the Hydroblast, which is interesting. Okay, we flip our Modern Age. We can snap the Faithful to generate mana. Untap. Play, let's see. Now I just have 6 mana. Faithful. Cast a Mulldrifter. Lightning Bolt my creature. Dude, come on. Whatever. They go for grab the prize. I'll use the lose focus, making them have to pay the mana. They pay the mana. Go Sunscape Familiar. Attack in. Flicker here. Draw some cards. Modern Age. Discard. Cast a Preordain. Top. Pass. They go after the Mulldrifter. Plays a Kitchen Imp, discarding from the Highway Robbery. They get in. We loot. Discard a land. Play Archaeomancer. Get back the Flicker. Flicker here. Don't know why I did that. Flicker. Ponder. Just gonna go this. Land. Pass the turn. They grab the prize. It's fine. I have snap. I have infinite snap, so I can snap all their crap back. So dumb. Oh, I'm having a bad time. Okay, Archaeomancer. Get back the snap. Bounce this. We're gonna do some flickering. Counterspell your Lightning Bolt. And then I will get back, I guess, Hydroblast and Ghostly Flicker. Then Ghostly Flicker here. Get back Snap Flicker. When it has a Faithless looting, fine. It's really stinky. Stink at times. They try to kill my Mulldrifter, I'll use, or my Archaeomancer will go for Snap. Untap. Yeah, grab the prize. I think I do counter that. Counter the grab the prize. Kitchen Imp enters the battlefield. Play Archaeomancer for the snap. We attack. Put everything in front. We'll snap some creatures back. Untap. Bounce this one. I want to take out the Kitchen Imp. Bounce that one. Untap. Flicker. Get back the loose focus. Kitchen Imp dies. Play landscape. Sack it for an island. Go ahead. I'll flicker. Get back the Hydroblast. I really need to get rid of my Faithfuls from the battlefield. This is really, really crummy. Vampire's Kiss is fine. They have a blood token. We're gonna counterspell this. They play an Epicure. We're going to go ahead and attack for 4. 1 in blocks. Flicker. Get back, snap. Do it again. Bounce the faithful. Bounce the other faithful. Ponder. Okay. That's good. Play the Mole Drifter. We're going to get back the Flicker. Hydroblast. Okay, your turn. They're going to Blood Token to get back the Snackers. Except the Bajuka Bog. Fine. Plays a Kitchen Imp. Just loose focus it. Get out of here. Just leave me alone. Counter. I'll attack for 6. They go Bajuka Bog. It's annoying. They're like, you don't have a win con. What's your win con? My win con is that hopefully I can finish this before I time out. That sucked. They're going to Chain Lightning, huh? Counterspell. Faithless Looting. Snap this. Just leave me alone. We can just counterspell it again. Counterspell. Counterspell. Faithless Looting. Get out of here. Bounce this. Untap. Flicker. Get back my counters. Okay, I'm going to attack for 6. Counter. So I'm trying to think about what I want to do, and I think the loose focus needs to be counterspell. Maybe just bring the Arcane-Mancer back in. Mulligan. 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 What the heck? Keep. Discard. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Alright, we're gonna have to just quit. Whatever. Okay. We have 2 minutes. I don't think I can win the game in 2 minutes. But can my opponent win the game in 4 minutes? They're just gonna try to time me out? Maybe. Play Familiar. Land F6. They've got a Highway Robbery. Finds Alms of the Vein. Yep. We're just gonna slam a Mole Drifter. You have a Pyroblast? You have a Pyroblast. That's funny, they waited to use their Lightning Bolt. Grab the prize, gets back a Sneaky Snacker. They Bajuka Bog away my Familiar. Trying to maximize, min-max everything. We're at 15 life. Ponder. Faithful. No. Faithful. Preordain. We're gonna bottom. You can hear it in my throat. Land F6. Attack. I'm trying to get ahead on time. Empire's Kiss is fine. Okay. F6. Play the Mole Drifter. Attack with the Godfarrow's Faithful. I'm gonna grab the prizes, bringing back a Sneaky Snacker. Sure. Jagged Barrens to 12. I'll cast a Mole Drifter. Play the Floodplain. Attack with everything. They block. Lightning Bolt, fine. Sure. You do it. Your thing. Plays an Epicure. 2 minutes on clock. Discarding. Does nothing. Jagged Barrens, I go to 11. Play Familiar. We're going to grab an island. I'm way ahead on clock now. They're going to Fiery Temper. We're going to counter it. Twink. Grab an island. Ponder. The order. Go ahead and attack. They block. Okay. Blocking incurred. Jagged Barrens to 10. Got it. Faithless Looting. We'll counterspell. Cast the Looting again. They have to deal with their triggers. They have 120 on clock. Will you attack? Who's the beatdown? That's what I want to know. Who's the beatdown? Current heart rate 67. They put a Highway Robbery plotted. We will cast a Mole Drifter. Good luck beating me in your 60 seconds. Preordain. Okay, top. Chancery. Pick up the island. Your turn. I should have attacked though. That would have wasted their time. My bad. Messed that up. One in Bajuka Bogs. Yep. 50 seconds left on clock. They decide to attack. We'll go ahead and block and block and block. Make them figure out their blocks. Well played, well played. Plays a Spell Bomb. Okay. 0 cards in hand. We will kill your creature. Twink. Go ahead and Arcane Answer. See if you want to use your spell bomb. They don't. Alright, I'm going to F6. They can pay for the spell bomb. Good luck, my friend. It really bothers me when people are playing slow and then they try to time me out. So I'm just going to pay it forward, I guess. Bonk. Alms of the Vein. I mean, good luck. We got a 7. Sure. They use the now spell bomb. Snackers come back. GG. Round 5. On the play. Mulligan. Wanted to note that I mulliganed to 2. Let's get rid of the Mancer here. I'm going to go Mortuary Mire, pass. Turn 2 Familiar, turn 3 Familiar, Chancery. They play a Plains. Novice Inspector. Okay, so we could be up against White Weenie. I'll play the Familiar. They play Plains. We're just going to block. They could Thraben Charm my Familiar here. They play Core Skyfisher to pick up the Novice Inspector. We have another Familiar. I'll play the Chancery and pick up the Plains. Mostly because of 3 Familiars equals a Muldrifter for 2 mana. Or I could play the Muldrifter right away. They crack the clue. Plains. Novice Inspector. And they get in for 2. I think I just need to make sure that I'm using my mana. Familiar, Muldrifter. So Deep Analysis and a Modern Age. I need blue sources. They put a counter on their Skyfisher. And they bestow. Okay, they get in for 4. We have High Tide. Let's just try Preordain looking for blue source. Bottom, top, cycle. Get an island, play the island. And then draw 2. And then attack. Now I could really use a Archaeomancer. Archaeomancer would go infinite right now. No, it wouldn't. I guess it would be infinite white. On the next turn, we can High Tide, Snap, replay the Drifter. They crack a clue. Never seen this card before. +1/+1 and lifelink. Okay, I get in for 4. We got a 10. They play a Thraben Inspector. Find a Snap. So let's go. Guess I attack first. Send. And then High Tide. We can play through a Thraben Charm this way. Oh, snap here. A Thraben Charm. I'll snap it again. Untap. That definitely stinks. Try High Tide. Try a Ponder. Okay. Top, top, top. No shuffle. Play the land. Cast Muldrifter. We draw 2. Now I can cast Lorien Reveal to draw 3. I have an Archaeomancer, but I can't win from here. So let's play Faithful. And then draw 2 cards. If I find a Snap I can win. Or a Flicker. Finding a Muldrifter. Let's cast a Muldrifter. Now I feel like I have to block the Core Skyfisher. Play Novice Inspector. I can just block with the Muldrifter and then Chancery back the Mortuary Mire to get it back. They crack a clue and play at Plains. We're definitely blocking. Doink. Alright, we'll start with Modern Age. I feel like I just want to Mancer for the Lorien. Discard an island. Now I can Ponder. Try and set up what's going on. We have Flicker, Snap. Okay, so what happens with that? I take the Snap. Can't win. But I can just... Yeah, we'll just take this. And then Chancery. Pick up the Mortuary Mire. Your turn. So now we're going to go Mancer for High Tide, Snap, replay, draw my deck. Make infinite everything. And then hopefully our opponent will just be like, oh, cool, you have infinite everything. That's cool. Go to the next game. Getting in for 4. No attacks. No blocks, I mean. I'm all thrown, all shook from that wild game. We're gonna loot. Discard the island. So, Archaeomancer, High Tide, Snap. Would be fine. Okay. Mire for the Drifter. Oh, okay. They're gonna play a Thraben Charm, huh? Drifter not coming back. We still have infinite life, though. I get rid of my graveyard. We'll snap your core Skyfisher. Untap the 2 lands. Play Archaeomancer to get back snap. Now they have a 1/1 Hopeful Eidolon. Now let's flicker here. And we can just draw 2. You can easily just click the Muldrifter trigger there, which is nice. Flicker again. Guess I'm just good. Next turn I'll just look for the High Tide. Can get rid of some lands. Double flicker, so land, land, land. Discard, discard, discard. Or Skyfisher, sure, yeah. Maybe they'll pick up the Eidolon. That'd be funny. They picked up a Novice Inspector and replayed it. Draw. Plays the Plains. Okay, my turn. We'll start with a Preordain. Trying to find a High Tide so I can just do the thing. Both of these can go to the bottom. Not necessary. Preordain again. I probably should have used the Chancery if my goal is to look for a High Tide, because it doesn't really work. Bottom. Bottom. Land. Draw. Alright. Play Muldrifter. Okay, just pass, I guess. Unfortunate. We have no things that we can do. We'll discard these cards. Another core Skyfisher. They're going to pick up, most likely, another Inspector. Play the Inspector, and then probably draw. Gotta yield to that. And the Clue draws them a card. They have 3 mana available. So usually in these cases, I want to like bounce their flyers and then attack in. I will use my Ponder. Another Archaeomancer. Okay. Mancer, no shuffle. Play the Archaeomancer. I guess this time I am going to get the Ponder. Come on, please. I'm ready. It seems like our opponent's taking a little bit of a break. Maybe they're trying to figure out if they want to use another Thraben Charm. That'd be crazy to draw so many in the opening. Get a Ponder. We will snap this core Skyfisher. Use Chomano's Blessing. Counterspell. This is a very strange deck that they've got going on. Untap. Land. I'm going to Ponder. Come on, High Tide. Did not get there. Just going to shuffle. Alright. Back in. They block a Muldrifter, then we flicker the Drifter. It's been blocked. We flicker. Still can go infinite if I draw High Tide, because I can flicker 2 islands. Get back to flicker. Find a Faithful. Play it. 6. Opponent plays the Skyfisher again. Picks up and replays the Novice Inspector again. We have 12 cards left in deck. Jeez. That's crazy. Draws a card again. Puts a counter on a Skyfisher again. I feel like I've been here before. Declines to attack. Okay. Come on. Go, my Magic Ponder. We need to find a High Tide. Just to close the game. There we go. High Tide. Cast the High Tide. Okay. Flicker. I mean, there's a small possibility that they have Thraben. They do have Thraben Charm. Okay. I think I have a Loose Focus on top. Counter your Thraben Charm. Opponent does not want to go to next. That's okay. Discard. Snap this thing. Bounce our Faithfuls. That way it takes less time. Flicker. I only have 1 snap there. Bounce this one. Flicker again. Bounce that one. We'll attack for 6. And then I need to look for my counterspell. Go ahead and get Preordain. Preordain. Another Mancer. Let's just bottom. Top the Preordain. Preordain. Bottom. Fine. High Tide. I'll take it. Flicker. Get back Flicker. Modern Age. Discard the Faithful. Alright. Flicker. Get back the Preordain. Preordain. There's the counterspell. Top. Top. Then we just flicker. Get back Pussy Flicker and snap. And get back High Tide. Snap this guy. Or lady. Uh-oh, I messed that up. Answer. Back snap. Snap this one. Make a little bit more mana. High Tide. Answer for snap. Okay. Get back snap. We'll flicker. Get back the loose focus. Get back the High Tide. We have 2 active modern ages. So I need to flicker here. Put back the faithful. Bounce this back and forth. Alright. The arcane answer for snap. Discard my creatures. Alright. We just go High Tide. High Tide. Counterspell. They play another Skyfisher. We're just gonna counterspell again. Like, come on, man. That's okay. Counterspell. Sure. They have cast a Hopeful Eidolon. Another one. We'll get back Counterspell. And then get back the High Tides. Grab the other High Tide, and then I will put all my creatures on top. Seems unlikely they will have more than 1 interaction. Okay. I got all of the Faithfuls on. Get the Mole Drifter. And then flicker. Get back to lose focus, I guess. We're going to loot. Discard. Loot again. Discard. Let's go ahead and cast a Mole Drifter. And attack for 6 in the air. This is just ridiculous. Ridiculous! Lose focus. My opponents are just grinding hard. Grinding so hard. Counter again. I'm not trying to be salty. I just... Like... I just want to go to the next game. I'll execute my actions. It's cool. The Earl Armor, sure. Guess they're just showing me more of what is going on with their deck. Cycles Eagles of the North, fine. They play an Idyllic Grange. Bounce this one. So all I have to do is block and then use that time to flicker my Mortuary Mire and put another creature on top. And then I think I'm good. Fine. None of these have trample. It's like, doesn't really do anything. Attack for 8. We only need to attack 1 more time. Counterspell or Skyfisher. I don't even care. I probably do care, huh? We'll block. And flicker. Get back Counterspell. You're at 9. Attack with everything. They decided to block. And they lose. Okay. I don't really need to combo kill them. It was pretty, like... I want the last breath to close. Maybe bring the High Tide. 2 High Tides out. Submit. Okay, we have no lander. We have to mulligan. This is fine. Keep Mire on the bottom. Raven Inspector. Okay. Island Pass. When it plays the Plains, they're on like a heroic-y version of Mono White Weenie. Gets in for 1. I'll play my Chancery and pass. Think they're going to crack the clue on the end step. There you go. Let's see. Plays a Plains. And they make their creature have protection from blue. Ethereal Armor. That's a problem, I guess. I forgot about that. So, just evoke the Drifter. Get rid of the Plains. Okay, now it's a 5/6 pro blue. If I can find a white creature, I can flicker my creature. Ponder. There we go. Play the Familiar. Familiar. Let's preordain. Then bottom. Bottom. Find a lose focus. They cycle an Eagle. So it's supposed to be 6 damage. Now I really need the High Tide. Uh-oh. Cartouche. 8 damage. Cartouche, it's 10. Getting in for 10. We go to 1. Any instant speed? Nope. No instant speed thing. Need a High Tide. Mole Drifter. Let's start with Modern Age. Discard the Lose Focus. Go Faithful. Land. Do. Snap this Warrior. Untap. Arcane Answer. Snap again. We'll snap another Warrior. And then untap. And slam a Mole Drifter. I'm at 5 now. We have to block with the Faithful. They get in for 10. Snap off a block. I'm looking for a Flicker. Another Faithful, okay. Could discard the Landscape. Play Faithful. Play Muldrifter. Did I side out all my High Tides? Sided out 2. Island, Ponder. So, keep it like this. No. We'll get in. We're drawing a Ponder. There's an island underneath it. I get in for 10. I block. Just need a Flicker. Okay. My thing comes up. I brought in the Last Breath instead of like a Revoke or anything, which is not great, I guess. Find another Archaeomancer. I think I should shuffle. Familiar. Land. Full attack. Oh, this has lifelink? Oh, God. Guess attacking doesn't matter. Bleh. Well, that's fine. I get in for 10. Block. It might get me here. Mancer. Play Familiar. We'll get in. They're still gaining ground. Mancer. Grab. Snap. Bounce this. Untap. Replay it. Cast a Modern Age. Discarding a land. Play a land. Pass the turn. I'm gonna die. They get in. Jump in. Okay. We're still at 7. They go to 57. Or 60. We find a Snap and Mortuary Mire. Discard the island. Try to snap this. Untap. Cast it. Anything? Preordain. Looking for a Flicker. Find Counterspell and Lorien. So let's bottom and top cast the Counterspell, the Lorien. Jeez. Preordain. Archaeomancer High Tide. So top, I guess. Mire. We get back Familiar. Okay. Getting closer. Have we, I mean, they have 17. Jeez. Plays Plains. A lot of damage. Block. With the High Tide, I can maybe go infinite, like, and then just deep analysis them. Play the Familiar. Oh no, I don't have the High Tide in my hand. Red. Okay. Play Archaeomancer. We'll get back the Snap. It didn't work out. Snap a Muldrifter. Untap. Replay a Muldrifter. Cast Preordain. Familiar on top. Okay. Chancery. Pick this up. Pass the turn. Really not necessary to attack at this point. They play a Suture Priest. That's not amazing for me. I'll block. Play Faithful. We go to 6. Play a Familiar. Play an island. Pass. Where, oh where, oh where is my Flicker? They play a Plains. They get in. I will block. This has been really crazy. Alright, let's go to the next game. What was going on there? We need the Revoke Existence over the Last Breath. Maybe a second Revoke Existence over the High Tides. Bring in the Negate. Submit. Mulligan. This is fine. Get rid of the Counterspell. Land. We're gonna Island Cycle immediately. Because I don't have time for this. Lots of long matches. They let on the Plains. I'll pass. After playing my Floodplain. We have no card draw in the hand. They play the Suture Priest. Sure. Land. Play the Familiar. Pass the turn. Another Suture Priest. Fine. They just want to try to time people. Yikes. I just play Familiar so I don't get wrecked. They play Cartouche Solidarity on their Suture Priest. It's fine. Play Faithful. We go to 17. They use the Idyllic Grange. Put it on the Suture Priest. Sure. It's a 3/3. They have a Thraben Charm. So let's counter that. Unfortunately, that means that the Suture Priest could get bigger and bigger. They like play Chomana's Blessing right now on that. It's going to be pretty annoying. This seems like another situation where my opponent's going to time out after spending a long time just doing almost nothing. So they Thraben Charm it. Okay. Hey, Faithful. Gotta yield to this. Play the Landscape and pass. They cycle the Eagle. They Idyllic Range. Are they going to put it on the same guy? Let's attempt to snap it. Okay, that worked. So counter that. Plays the Suture Priest again. They're at 24. Cartouche on the Warrior. They gain a bunch more life. So my plan for winning is just waiting for them to time out. Plays a Thraben. Sure. Going to attack. They decline. Grab an island. Ponder. That's good. Please find some draw spells. Okay. I guess I just take all this. No. Shuffle. Ponder. Game answer's good. So we'll do this. No. Preordain. Top and top. Land. Pass. I think I'm going to Arcane Mancer to get the Lorien revealed so I can draw 3 cards. They play a Thraben Inspector. Lots of triggers. They're at 30 life. They're attacking in. Okay. We'll take 3 damage. Plays the Core Skyfisher, which can pick up the Thraben. They're almost back to where we are on time. Play the Arcane Mancer. I mean, maybe I should just take the Preordain. Preordain. Cast it. Looking for Mold Drifters. Just going to bottom both of these. There we go. If I find a land, Drifter, Flicker, Drifter would be amazing. A Journey to Nowhere on my Arcane Mancer. Okay. And they draw a card with the Clue. Plays Sentinel's Eyes on the Core Skyfisher. That gives it Vigilance. We block. Slam a Mold Drifter. Okay. Land, pass. They kill my Mold Drifter. Darn. Getting in. We'll go, let's say 3, 6 damage a turn. Another Thraben Inspector. Getting tight. We have a Deep Analysis. We'll go to 13. That was a big draw. Chancery, pass the turn, picking this up. I think I want to hold open the negate. Yeah, we'll negate this. They're closing in on clock. 3:55 to 3:39. Block, block. Ponder. We'll go to 10. Okay. This is pretty good. Play the Faithful. We go back to 8. Deep Analysis. We go to 7. Or back to 8, I guess. Ponder. I guess that's fine. And then we will play the Modern Age. Discard a land. Play the Chancery. Picking up a land. They draw. Right now we're at 14. Oh boy. Now they have a 7 power flyer. I need to find a snap. They get in. That could have changed the game for them. I couldn't really hold up a counter though. 7, 8, 9, 10. We go to 4. So let's see. Draw. Discard this. Land. Cast Flicker on my 2 lands. Counterspell my Flicker. Pay. Or no pay. Pass the turn. Darn. We're gonna lose. That's Xaxes, huh? Dang. GG. Alright, see you in the next. Well, I guess that closes the game. What a way to go. Just, there might have been a way for me. Maybe if I'd gotten the Lorien revealed instead of the Preordain in the first place, that would have maybe gotten there. Oh well. So some maybe bad decisions, but hopefully you enjoyed. Deck is definitely strong. We'll see you in the next video.